So in this lecture, I want to take the opportunity to talk about the Ads Manager, because this is an interface that you are going to get very, very familiar with, trust me. Now, like a lot of things, it's highly complex. There's an enormous amount of information in here, but actually you don't need much of it at all. In fact, what I'm going to show you in this lecture are the key things that you need to concentrate on so that you can run your business as efficiently as possible. Now, what we have across the top here are 4 tabs: the account overview, campaigns, ad sets, and ads for one ad set. And basically, as we go left to right, we are going into more and more detail. So if I click on campaigns, we have the campaign that we set up. And if I were to click on this link here, it's exactly the same as going to the ad sets. So if I click on this, you'll see I go to the ad sets, and now this one is highlighted. And if I click on the ad set, I go to the ad within the ad set. Now, your key tab here are the ad sets. This is where you're going to be spending most of your time to make the right decisions. I'm not saying all of the information is here, but certainly the key information. So I'm going to take you through this particular tab in a bit more detail. Now, this first column is the delivery. So basically they're both active at the moment. I can basically pause these or stop them entirely at any time. Now, this next column, results, I'm going to come back to in a minute because that is the most important one. After that, we have a reach, which is basically the number of the people that have seen my ad. And then we've got the number of impressions, which is the number of times Facebook has actually shown it. Then we've got a cost per result. So that gives you an idea, for example, of how many times Facebook has had to show the ad before somebody makes a purchase. After that, we've got things like our budget, the amount spent, when it's going to end, our schedule. And if we just go slightly to the right here, we find something else of minor interest that people get slightly obsessed with, but is the link clicks, the number of times that people have actually clicked on your link. Now, just before I go back to that main one, the results column, I do want to just show you this. Okay, so the columns can in fact be changed. So you have all kinds of preset reporting going on here, and you can in fact customize them. Now, I really don't recommend, particularly in the beginning, that you get heavily involved in this, because you will potentially get lost in all of these stats and get more and more confused. And what I'm doing here is I'm showing you what you really need to focus on. I'm taking you straight to the most important info. So by all means, go ahead and indulge yourself, but please don't confuse yourself and just go down some rabbit hole that's then very, very difficult to come out of. Just keep it simple. Now, on that note, I want to go back to my key column here, the results. Now, this is what it's all about, because we are in business here, and if people don't buy things from our site, we don't have a business. It's as pure and simple as that. But many people seem to lose focus of that absolutely key metric. Now, the reason why we're seeing purchase here is because, as I'm sure you remember, when we set up the ad, we set it to record the purchase event, as part of our pixel. Had we set add to cart or some of those other events that I had shown you, you would see a different result. But I choose purchase because purchase at the end of the day is really all that matters. So what you're going to see here is if, as a result of ad set 1, you have 1 sale, you'll see a 1 in here. And if ad set 2 has 100 sales, then you're going to see 100 in here. And this is the thing that you ultimately want to keep an eye on, okay? This is the key. Now, in the next couple of lectures coming up, I'm going to give you some key knowledge so that you can make the right decision about what you're seeing inside of your Ads Manager.